Hi all, this is Kevin and I am your instructor for Trends and Issues in Instructional Design at uw-stout, and I'm going to do this quick video on the best ways to navigate our course. We've recently updated D2L and the interface has changed a little bit, so it's been a learning curve for me, and I thought, well, since a video such as this would be helpful for me, that it might just be helpful for you as well. So we're going to do a quick tour of our course, and again, just really quick, down and dirty, but hopefully it'll help you get familiar with our course and maybe some best strategies for navigating throughout the next 8 weeks. All right, so once you've logged into the system, you get to choose your course that you want to go into, and then when you click inside of that in D2L, you are in your course and you're taken to the course homepage. So that's the screen we see right now, is the course homepage. So from here, on the homepage, you'll always see any news announcements. I have to tell you that I do put news announcements several times a week, so make sure that you're checking the news announcements because some very important information comes through here, and I have found in grading assignments in the past that students have missed important information. That doesn't mean you have to have all the information from the news announcements for assignments. All the descriptions for assignments are in there. However, if an assignment changes, or I give an exception, or I give an example, those might be in the news announcements, so it definitely behooves you to check the news announcements every day. From here, though, you can navigate throughout our course. So to get to this page, you can always go to the course homepage right here. We'll bring you back here, or by clicking right here on Trends and Issues in Instructional Design. Both of those links will bring you back to this page at all times. On the right, we have our calendar, and you can see some things coming up immediately here on the right. If you want to see more details, you can click on one, or you can actually click on the calendar link, which will take you in to our calendar and show you what's coming up. I'm going to go back here to our home page. Before I talk about content, let's talk about the other links. First is grades. So if you want to see your grades, you click on the grades link and you'll get this nice graph of the assignment. Your points will show up, and any comments I make for you will also show up in a column, in a third column here on this page. I'm going to go back to the home page just as a way of getting you familiar and seeing me navigate the course. In this course materials drop-down box, you can get to other important pieces within our course: the checklist, the drop box where you'll submit assignments, the links, quizzes, and surveys. In this class, we will not use the checklist or the links buttons. We will only use the drop box, the quizzes, and the surveys. So if it's time to take a survey, you could come here, click on surveys. When you come there, you'll get a whole list of all the possible surveys that you're currently able to take, and you can choose the survey and click on it and then submit your survey. And go back home. In the communications drop-down, here you have chat, class list, discussions, groups, online rooms, and emails. In this class, we won't use the chat feature, but we will use the rest. We will use the discussions, the groups, the online rooms, and emails. So if you have to write a discussion post, which you'll do quite often, you can get to it by coming to Communications Discussions. And then you find the room or the forum that you want to post in. So let's say we're going to do a practice discussion post. And once inside here, you can actually compose a post. I do recommend that when you're inside the discussions, you click over here on Settings and play around with these settings a little bit. For example, show the discussions topic list, show the search bar. You can turn these on and off, and then click Save at the bottom, and then see if you'd like the look. I personally like the discussion list on the left and the search bar, and the other features that I really appreciate are that it's grid style and threaded view, so that you can see a regular post and then underneath and indented in any replies to that post. So it's very visual in regards to the discussion and who's made the original post, who's replied to that, etc. So those are the features that I personally prefer. You should play around and see what features you prefer. I'm going to go back home. Now, if you're ever in the situation where you can't find it, again, you can go back home by clicking here. Or there's these other menus, and there's usually an exit or a done option over here on the right. So you can click that, and it'll take you back where you can see this bar again, this menu bar, this course navigation bar as it's called. I am going to go now to content. This is where the meat of our course is. This is where you will find the information that you need. Now I've broken up the content of this course into modules, and those modules are not all showing at this time because as you first get familiar with the course, I want you to not be overwhelmed with the amount of information. But for example, start here August 20th, you can click the plus to drop down and you can see the different activities I want you to do. And when you click the other drop down, you can see, so there's an introduction. When you click on something like that, you'll notice that a new screen pops up and that course map shows up now on the left. And the course map that shows up on the left is only for that module. So this is only for the Start Here module. So all this here is only for the Start Here module. And whatever you're on, so we're on the introduction right now, it will show up here on the right. And when I click over here, you'll notice that this changes. So we're now talking about readings. The reason I really wanted to show you the content section is because I've tried to make this course as easy to navigate as possible. So, for example, when we have the exercise where you have to do a discussion, so here's one where you're going to do a practice discussion. You'll come here to content, you'll read the description. So this is where you'll find a complete detail of the assignment, of what you are expected to do. And then if you look here, discussion, you can then get directly to the discussion boards from the content area, scroll and find it. So here's that practice discussion forum. And everything stays over here on the right. So now I can actually compose my discussion post and submit it. And then I can come back and move on to the next assignment once I've submitted it. So whenever possible, we've really tried to make everything accessible through the content. If it's not there and you're missing something, you simply click exit and you'll notice that you're taken back to the main content page and your navigation bar shows up. There we go. And another really important piece under content map, or the course map that you'll get under content right now, is course information. During the orientation and week 0, it's really important that you log in and check this out. So here are things that you can do daily. Check the news forums for any new posts from me. Write and read and respond to discussion posts. Check your grades for comments, or check calendar for due dates. You can learn about me, your instructor. So again, when I click on that, it shows up here in the middle, and the course map navigation is still here on the left. Okay. Again, during that week 0, that orientation time, or within the first day or 2 of the course, it's really important that you go through the orientation, the Start Here module, and the course info, which you'll find not only information about me, but you also find the syllabus, the calendar, tips for success in this course, etc. I'm going to exit out, navigate back to the course homepage, and one last thing, you're going to be asked during the week 0 to update your profile, and you can get to the profile from your personal menu right up here, and you can click profile. And you can change some of your account settings, including those discussion settings that I was showing you earlier, also by coming here and going to account settings. So, and you can also log out directly from the course as well. With that, I welcome you again to Trends and Issues in Instructional Design. I'm really excited about having you in the course, and do not hesitate to contact me with any questions, comments, concerns, whether it is about navigation or course content. I'm here to help. We want you to be successful here at Stout, and we work really hard to make sure that you are. My contact information is in the course. Again, feel free to call or email, and we can work things out. Until later, I'll see you in the forums. Ciao.